Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 167 of Back Again, recapping the midweek fixtures. But before we get to that, as you guys can see on screen, we've got a special guest for this one, right before a big game for them, apparently, this afternoon. My man Rants and Vance. Rants, how's it going, bro?
All good, fam. All good, man. What are you telling me?
I'm all right. Well, I'm not all right, but let me check in with Troopz first before I tell you why I'm not all right. Troopz, what's going on?
Well, I'm good, blood, you understand? The people been calling for this one, you understand? They've been, banging me down, pause, you understand? Tweets, Insta DMs, Twitch when I'm on Rants' platform and he's sending the raids over my way. You get me? They're saying, yo, make sure you get Rants in the troops, you understand? So it's only right I get my brother, you understand? One half of the Chuckle Brothers. You see me? You understand? He took his time as well to come, blood. You understand, lad? Zar's getting upstairs quicker than Rants right now. You get me? But he's on the mend. That's good to see, blood. You understand? But I'm good, bro. You get me? Zar, he's sweating like a vicar in a strip club, blood. What's going on over there, fam?
Bro, as you can see, the sweat towel is around the neck. So we had this to record, but it was a little bit earlier than we usually do at an awkward time where I have to be in the office. So I left at a normal time. As you know, it takes from our crib, it takes about 45 minutes at most to get into the office. I left with an hour. I gave myself ample time, get onto the subway, and all of a sudden the train in front of us, I don't know what the hell they said went wrong. They said it was a brake problem or something. It just stopped in front of us. We were stuck in between platforms. So when you're in between platforms, they can't open the doors. You can't get off because it's a safety issue.
Yeah, you're in the tunnel.
So they had to back up the backlog. Yeah, they had to back up the backlogs of the trains. No, I was already on the New York side. So there's even more trains to back up. I was on the subway. I crossed over with the pad. So they had to back up the subways that were behind us while we were just stuck there. It is blazing hot because it's underground. It's the summer. So I left it around 8:15, 8:30. Yeah, 8:15. It's now, I just got into the office it's 10:15 right now. So 2 hours later for what's usually a 45-minute commute. So that's bad start to my day, but at least we won yesterday, so I am smiling. I don't know where to take this one. Since we have a special guest, I think we should talk about our game and a little bit about their game, right? Before we recap what happened, right, Troopz?
Yeah, man, you understand? Like, obviously,
Rants right. So Sunday,
Rants ain't played yet. You get me? So you understand? Maybe we should preview the United game quickly for tonight, and then it's a mad one because it's gonna drop tomorrow. You get me, but.
People will see where our heads at before the thing. So two United games up first. United plays Leicester. How you feeling, bro?
We need to. I'm feeling good, but at the same time, I understand that this, for me, of the two games, this is the bigger game because for me, our players don't need no motivation to play Arsenal. Our home fans don't need no motivation to play Arsenal. Arsenal, 5 wins from 5. Like, it's easy. The team talk's easy. Arsenal are unbeaten in the league. They've won all their games. They're top of the league. Go out there and beat them, boys. That's the team talk. That's the team talk. It's the Leicester game. You go into Leicester. They've lost the majority of their games this season. Their manager's under pressure. Yeah. Like, he's on the borderline of getting sacked. You're away from home. You've had a good transfer window. We've just beaten Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? Has complacency crept in a little bit? We don't know. So that's why this is the game. This is the game for me that is going to tell me whether Man United, I should start taking them seriously. If we go there and we beat Leicester, I don't care how we get the 3 points. We go there and get the 3 points, whether it's convincingly, whether we hammer them, whether it's 1-0, I don't care. We go there and we win, and it's a professional performance like the Southampton performance, I'm happy. If we go there and start doing some nonsense, do you know what I mean, and end up drawing the game like 1-1 or something like that, then it's going to annoy me. Even though I know that the performance today is going to have absolutely nothing to do with the performance on Sunday. So for me, we have to go and beat Leicester, get the 3 points, and then we turn our attention to Sunday. And I think that Sunday takes care of itself. I don't think that there's not a team talk in the world that's needed for Sunday, bro. Like you go to Old Trafford, you man have won there once in 14 years for a reason. It ain't an easy place to go for you, man. So regardless of how many games you've won, you man are in the middle of an injury crisis as well. We've had a very good window. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bruv, like I'm just like I was confident before the Liverpool game, and people told me I had no right to be, and we beat them. I'm confident before the Arsenal game on Sunday. I expect to beat Arsenal as well on Sunday at home, just like we beat Liverpool at home. If we were going to the Emirates, it's a different story. But at the theatre, I'm expecting a win.
Troopz, how are you seeing these next two United games?
Leicester could be a banana skin. You get me? Because obviously Fofana's gone as well. So, you get me? The defence is looking all over the place. They're not scoring goals. But football's a funny game, blood. You understand? Leicester could just turn up and put it all over United. You get me? And United have that in them where they can slip. You understand? They're not consistent. You understand? They're up and down. You get me? Like even our kind of run of form, we're more kind of consistent than United. You get me? They're more yo-yo. You see me? So you don't know what you're getting out of Man United. You get me? At this moment in time, you know what you're getting with Arsenal. You understand? Because of the confidence and the run of form. So that will probably continue. You get me? So, but the thing with me is that I don't think I don't think the Leicester game will affect the Arsenal game. That's what I think. I think whether United lose that game, win that game, draw that game, I think when they play us, it don't matter, blood. You get me? Because they were getting slapped up by everybody before Liverpool came through. You get me? Even though Liverpool's form...
When they showed up.
You get me? Even though Liverpool's form is shaky, when Liverpool go to OT, Man United know that's a big game. Like, you understand? They know they can't come with no jolting. You get me? Like, you don't really see a lot of slappings. You get me? You might see the 5-0 City, the 5-0 Liverpool, the 6-1 City, but they're spread out. You get me? Them game there, they're more 2-1, 3-1. You understand? They're tight games, 1-0. They're them kind of games. You get me? So I don't think the Leicester game will affect the Arsenal game on Sunday still.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. I'm interested to see how I mean, the new boy Anthony is going to look. Is he ready for? Today's too soon, right?
Yeah, today's too soon. I think we would have had to register him by midday yesterday for him to play. Yeah, so he signed and everything. Like he's done his unveiling, he's done his interviews and all of that. But I don't think we registered him in time for tonight to be on the bench. But he'll play against Arsenal. Casemiro's had a full week in training, so I expect to see him start tonight. And that's what it is, and he'll start against Arsenal, no doubt. So you got Anthony and Casemiro.
How do you feel about that one? The transfer, the number and the player himself.
I think it's a great. I think it's a great 29, 30. I think it's a great signing. I think 29, 30 is not old in football anymore. Kevin De Bruyne's 31, and no one's calling him old. No one's calling Kevin De Bruyne old. He's 31. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what it is with Casemiro? It's because De Bruyne's probably been there for a period of time. Maybe that's why. Because he's coming into the league at an old age. You get me? When you're here...
Yeah, but Thiago Silva came into the league at 36 or something like that. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones where I feel like...
their situation's a little bit different because he was protected by back three.
I know, but people talk about protection. But, bro, what you got to understand is, like, British fans in general overestimate the Premier League, bro. Like, last season, Real Madrid literally slapped Chelsea, Man City, and Liverpool. And then people say, oh, can Casemiro do it in the Premier League? It's like, bro, he just duppied 3 Premier League teams with an old man Modric that's 38 next to him and Tony Kroos that ain't mobile either. Like, so when man start doing all this talk, it's like these man are not only do they play Champions League at the top level, but these are international footballers. Anthony's a Brazilian international. Why would you think that Anthony is going to struggle in the Premier League, but players like Harvey Barnes won't? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, people's logic, football logic, does not make sense at all. It's like, if you're a good player and you're playing with good players, yeah, like, even if it takes you a bit of time to acclimatize, you'll be fine. And Casemiro is a destroyer. He just wins the ball and plays it 5 yards, bro. Like, you know what I mean? His game's not that intricate, bro. Like, it's not going to be hard for him. He sits and he just breaks up play. So I don't see it. And when Chelsea signed Claude Makelele as well, he was the same age as Casemiro, 30 years old, exact same age. And nobody talked about Makelele's age. So I think that people just want to obsess over things that are so like irrelevant because they've got nothing better to do, innit? Like the bottom line is Casemiro is a top quality player and one of the top 3 number 6s in the game currently. Like it cannot be deemed as anything other than a great signing.
And my guy, my fellow short man, as a fellow short man, us guys like to make fun of each other, but
he's unbelievable.
I've been waiting, man. I've been waiting. He's been doing well. It wasn't. I mean, apart from that first game against, I think it was against Brighton, where Welbeck was doing what he wants to him. He's held his own. He's winning duels against guys that are 5 inches, 6 inches taller than him,
But even that first game,
he has no business to be winning those aerial duels.
Even that first game, though, like Welbeck wasn't even running off him. Do you know what I mean? He was running off Maguire, like so. He was using his body against Lisandro and then running in behind Maguire. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like Lisandro started well. Like the first 2 games, people were making fun of him, but actually, you could see that he was winning his aerial duels. Even Ivan Toney came out after the game and was like, "Yo, this guy's tough. Like he makes you work for everything. Like he's busy. He gets about you, innit?" And you don't really see centre forwards coming out and talking about centre backs after a game. So, like Ivan Toney knew he was in a game, innit? Like, and that's what he does with the individual duels. And we saw it with Joachim Andersen against Liverpool as well when Crystal Palace were playing them and he got Nunes sent off. He was bullying Nunes, bro. Off the ball, whatever, just running him down, talking to him, barging him, like making sure he was touch tight to him. And Lissandro's a rattler. That's what he does. Do you know what I mean? And he's acclimatized to life in the Prem. Man are saying, oh yeah, that Eredivisie is a farmers league. This guy stepped into the Premier League, outperforming Virgil van Dijk against Liverpool. Like, that's what I mean. That Premier League fans overestimate, like the level of the Premier League. Like the Premier League's faster. But other than that, when you look at the technical level of the league and that, bro, like leagues like Serie A, leagues like La Liga are still more technical. If you're a technical player that's got a bit of physicality about you, you can play in the Prem. It's no problem. Like we've seen it. Guendouzi come from what, 2nd division in France and was playing in the Premier League, no problem. Like, I don't know why man think that the Premier League is some, I don't know, man talk about the Premier League like it's some next, like holy grail blood of football. Like it's just, there's just more money here. That's all it is. But if you're a good player, you can play here.
Yeah, and I kind of same. I think Koscielny too came from like the second division of France and slotted right in with us. My man Cristiano, I think I saw a comment yesterday that Ten Hag confirmed that it's all sorted.
He's in the squad for tonight. No?
Everybody's happy.
Yeah. We can't find anyone to buy him, so we have to keep him, bro. Do you know what I mean? Even if he's
how do you feel on that one, Makar? I've seen you been ripping the life out of him, blood. CR37.
Yeah,
I want him gone, bruv. I want him gone.
And you know the guy, he has to start.
But he won't.
Otherwise, he'll cause problems.
He won't start though. Like, and he hasn't started this season, and he'll never start for the manager. The manager don't rate him. So
yeah, he's a bench man now, blood.
Yeah, me and the manager are in the same boat, innit? Like the manager wants to get rid of him, but obviously there's no takers, and for commercial reasons, our owners don't want to let him go. So,
can you believe that 2 of the biggest footballers in the world, cannot get moved out of their clubs? Neymar and CR7. This is mad. No one would have thought that would happen.
But to be fair, Neymar, it's not because teams don't want Neymar. It's because Neymar doesn't want to leave. Neymar's form is unbelievable this season, bro. Like he's operating at a different level. That guy's got something like, I think he's got something like double figures, goals and assists in like 3 games.
Yeah, I think it's like 11 goals or some strippiness.
Yeah, he's taking a mick. Do you know what I mean? So, like, Neymar's performing at an unreal level, but you got to understand, that the full package, like, teams, 1, can't afford it, and 2, he doesn't want to leave. So, it's kind of like, it is what it is. But the Cristiano
Ronaldo,
Frankie
de Jong situation.
Yeah, exactly. But Cristiano Ronaldo, nobody actually wants him. Facts. But nobody actually wants Ronaldo, bro. He's been offered to every single Champions League team in Europe and they've all turned him down. So, like, people just need to face facts that he's just not a good footballer anymore. Like, and I know it's upsetting for a lot of people that, like, are in love with who he used to be, but bro, like, that's not enough, man. Like, if Ronaldo's coming off the bench for 10 minutes, like, I think that's decent for Man United. I can't lie. 10-minute, 15-minute cameos, lovely. Like that's the kind of player he is now. If anyone expects to be getting 90 minutes out of Ronaldo, nah, bro. Like they're not watching football.
So with all the Guni just joined us over there on the program. How's it going, Guni? We're talking about the Man United. So with all the signings, if you have any comments, think of one and add intro. But with all the signings and all that, the players, what do you for you? What's your best United? Because now that you got your transfer, your best United starting 11 that you would say that all right, this is the team that I'll go with for the season, pretty much.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Obama what?
This guy, bro.
That's not for you. We ain't talking Chelsea yet, man.
I just didn't hear you.
I mean, blood clot Jesus, yeah? New thing our boss, yeah? You understand? Remember, you're getting the Mark 2 Aubameyang, yeah? Don't ever think you're getting Obama blood clot, yeah? You're getting Auba, rude boy, yeah? So let me just get that out there from now. Yeah, you understand? Yeah? Let me get that out there from now, blood.
All right,
yeah?
all right, Man United. Let's get to Man United.
Yeah, let's get Rants' lineup, and then we'll get into the transfers of Aubameyang, who just moved to Chelsea. God damn it!
Yeah, that's mad. I don't know. Now everyone's there. Like, eventually, man, need to get rid of De Gea. He's a joke, man. But you know what I mean? He's our number one at the moment. Until I see.
Did you make a mistake getting rid of Henderson?
Nah, but we brought in Dubravka, innit? And bruv, he's better than Henderson. Henderson's some joke, man. Like, Henderson's a joke, man. So I don't rate Henderson. And he's got no feet, innit? And our manager wants to play out from the back on the floor. And when he does want to go long, he needs a goalkeeper that can kick. Dubravka can definitely do that. So I want to see him in some cup games first. And then I'll make my mind up on him. But as it stands, De Gea is still the number one. Obviously, Malacia at left back, he's been unbelievable. Like, I think we only signed him for like 12, 13 million. What a signing.
Yeah. Luke Shaw done.
Luke Shaw's finished, which is what I needed. Dallo will play right back. Varane and Martinez is our centre-back pairing, number one centre-back pairing. The manager's already made it clear. And then I'm playing Fred and Casemiro, the same Brazilian pivot that they play in every competition. Them two, I think they've only lost one game together in like over 20-something games. They've only lost one game together for Brazil.
At Brazil?
Yeah, in the pivot. Yeah, them two together. Yeah, bro. They've only lost one game. So I play them two, and then I play Eriksen, Anthony on the right, Sancho on the left, Martial up front if Martial's fit. If Martial's not fit, then he probably starts Rashford up front, down the middle, and then Ronaldo comes off the bench. But either way, Anthony on the left and Sancho on the right is frightening for anyone.
Jesus.
So
Ronaldo's your third choice.
Yeah, he is. He's behind Rashford. He's behind Rashford as well. Like, Rashford started up. He is.
Come on. Behind Rashford.
Bruv, he's behind Rashford. He is.
He's
behind Rashford.
I call him Trashford anyway, bro. You get me?
Bruv, Rashford is dead, bro. But
I mean, I get he scored what, last weekend? 2 goals?
He scored one last week, yeah. But no, you know what it is, yeah?
One last weekend, but...
You know what it is with Rashford? At least he can run, innit? Even though he can't do anything else. Ronaldo can't run, bro. Like...
Yeah, you know what? His legs are finished, blood.
They're gone.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
They're gone. Yeah. If you're not playing right
he won't run on.
Like, he's finished. And our manager likes to play a high energy, high pressing system. And Ronaldo just simply does not fit into that. Like, you see when he comes off the bench and we're trying to press and stuff, he's walking. He can't do it. Like, he's a hindrance to us. It's similar to what happened when Chelsea signed Lukaku. All of a sudden, yeah, there's no press at the front. Man are going through your midfield a lot easier. Like, people don't understand how important it is in a modern game, yeah, to start defending from the front. Like, all the big teams are doing it.
Like what we do now, blood.
Yeah,
understand?
Oh, damn.
But that's because you got someone like Jesus that can press and he can run.
You feel me?
Jesus can run.
Exactly.
Yeah, he
will run all fucking game. Let me tell you something. You see yesterday, blood? I have never seen a centre forward press as much as he has in an Arsenal team, bro. I've seen the greats. You understand? And them and they don't press like they shoot, blood. You understand? When, bro, the energy and intensity, the desire that he brings to this team is different, bro. You get me? It's a different Arsenal, blood. I said it in the vlog. You understand? Man know me and Arteta, bro. You get me? It's a, you understand? It's a rocky relationship. You get me? But I'm the first man to say it, blood. Each game,
it looks like
turning me more. Like, you understand? I'm more like, okay, I'm starting to believe, bro. Like, I'm starting
right. While Troopz gets back.
Yeah, there he is. But yeah, it's
Can you guys heard that whole thing on
Nah,
Disney?
when I cut out, that don't mean nothing, blood. Don't worry. Because you lot cut out on my thing all the time.
Yeah. But it's calm, but
because this is the one that saves on local.
Yeah, but this thing it's infectious.
There you go, people.
When you got a player,
you got a little jet ski in the pod.
When you got a player that presses like that, it's infectious for the whole team. It's infectious for the whole team.
And you see that with Martinelli, the way Martinelli presses, blood. You understand?
Martinelli and him.
His press Martinelli's press is ridiculous, bro. It's constant, blood.
Yeah.
It's he don't give you any time to settle, bro. You understand? Even Saka, like, he's not on his best form at this moment in time, but he keeps going, blood. You understand? The intensity level is still there.
And then what I like is when Jesus is tired, Eddie comes in and he just keeps it up still. He's a good presser too, and things are looking good, man, on our end. Oh yeah, of course. That's my guy. I always have his back, man. That's my guy. But no lie spotted there. But my last question is in regards. My last United question is in regards to Harry Maguire. I mean, he's England captain. This guy can't be sitting on the bench. He's a big man in the England institution. He can't be sitting on the bench, behind the two starting centre backs. What's the solution? Is there going to be a solution there with him?
Isn't Harry Kane England
Have
captain?
you heard anything?
I don't know. Isn't Harry Kane England captain? Ain't Harry Maguire?
Actually, right. But he's up there. Sorry.
Yeah.
You are right. But I mean, Maguire is an institution within.
Yeah. No. He's one of the senior players for England, and he's Man United captain. But I like how my manager's dealt with it. My manager hasn't come in and just taken away his armband, because everyone knows in football there's cliques and stuff like that. Like, so it's one of them ones where you don't really want to come in and kind of upset too many people at once. Do you know what I mean? So he done the right thing. He let him keep the armband and just said, "Hi, you're not playing." You know, like that. Like, it is what it is. But when you're playing, you can hold that. But then when you're not, sit down, bro. Like, that's exactly what Van Gaal done when Rooney was the captain as well. He said he's my captain when he plays. But just because you're the captain, that doesn't mean you're guaranteed to start every game.
I'm fuming, blood. Like, Ten Hag
because
he's only good to... Literally, my man's on the bench just doing his fridge business, blood. Just bare bottles of water in his mouth. Pause, blood. You understand? He's just sitting there, blood. You get me? Just filling up with
when you're
water,
a centre-back, and when you're on the centre-back and you're on the bench, more times you're not playing. More times you're not playing. You know that.
Yeah, so he is literally the designated fridge, blood. You understand?
Yeah, 100%. So
that balance between Varane and
Lisandro.
What's that guy's name? Lisandro. That looks a lot more balanced. It looks a lot more balanced between the two of them, man. They complement each other.
The back four does look stable on a whole. I can't even lie, blood. Like, since the little Dutch boy come in and
even Dalot
has a proper defender next to him. You don't have a Maguire, because it's looking like the Varane last season was Maguire tax.
But it was though. It's looking like that. But again, like, even though that's the case, Varane still needs to prove his fitness. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it is definitely Maguire tax in terms of...
He had that issue level at Madrid as well, blood.
Exactly. So the performance level with Varane can be put down to Maguire tax. Fair enough. But he still needs to prove that he's reliable in terms of his fitness. And he can only do that throughout the course of the season. But our back four is mobile. Like, everyone was talking about Martinez's height and all this nonsense, but my man's got the highest aerial duel percentage in the league. Like, it's got nothing to do with that. Our manager likes a mobile back line. He said he likes agility and mobility. He likes quick players. We've got 4 quick players. All of our players are quick. We've got 2 quick centre-backs and we've got 2 quick full-backs. And Dalot is so underratedly quick, It's unbelievable. So when Man United play, we defend high up. We try and win the ball high. And then even if you do try and play over us, we've got 4 defenders that all have good recovery pace. And that's why we're not conceding goals like that. With them two, like, we conceded one jammy goal against Liverpool where the goalkeeper saved it, the ball could have gone anywhere. And then we kept a clean sheet against Southampton. That back four have only conceded 1 goal in 180 minutes of football, and they don't look like they're going to concede a lot of goals if they can all stay fit and play together, which is a positive sign. And then that's even before you put Casemiro in front of them. That's even before that. So Like, there's a lot of good stuff that we're building at the moment. I'm more worried about our attack than our defense. Like, we need to start scoring more goals.
I think Casemiro was your best signing, to be honest with you. You needed that. You needed to address that position for years.
Yeah,
bro, since Michael Carrick, bro, we haven't brought in no one.
Yeah,
Guni loves
we
a
brought
DM,
no one in,
blood.
and Carrick retired.
Pause.
Bro, Carrick retired.
I
Yeah,
the importance of it.
Carrick retired. Yeah, in Mourinho's second season, bro. So since then, we haven't had a defensive midfielder, bro. That's crazy. Like 5-6 years, man, have been screaming.
Because who came in after that? Was Matic?
Matic came in, and Matic's legs would have already gone. Do you know what I mean? And Matic isn't really like that kind of.
And then Fred.
Matic ain't
Fred
mobile like that as well, blood. He's mad
exactly.
stiff. Pause.
But to be fair,
that was an old
midfield, blood. He just slowed down the play. He can ping a ball, but he just slows down everything, blood.
But to be fair, I think Pogba played a lot of his best football when Matic was on the pitch, though.
He did, though, but Pogba's best football, he played with Matic.
And then Pogba will go.
Yeah, like Matic is very technical, innit? Like Pogba, Matic's first season, like Pogba was shelling. You know what I mean? But like Matic, it's like Matic aged overnight, bro. Like that's just what happened. Like he gave us one good season and then his legs were gone.
He duppied quick, blood.
Yeah, his legs were gone, bro. So like Man United addressed the areas that we needed to address. We signed 2 midfielders. Christian Eriksen we got on a free, which was great business. Good passer of the ball. Do you know what I'm saying? And nah, man, it's looking good. Like, it's looking good, man. So it's one of them things now. We just need to get a stable 11, get them playing together 6, 7, 8 games, and then see how many points we can pick up in them 6, 7, 8 games. Because the team that played the first 2 games of the season, like, you won't see them, man, again. That 11 ain't happening again.
You don't want to see
like
them
Shaw,
guys.
Maguire, McFred pivot.
Right, so put a bow on this.
Shaw Maguire, McFred pivot with Bruno and that. We ain't seeing that again. That's done now. And the Alangas and all that.
I mean, that's music to my ears. That's my favorite
bro.
lineup right there.
And Alanga and them, man, yeah, them lineup there are done. They're finished. They're finished. We're not seeing those again.
All right, let's put a bow on this segment. Let's get some predictions for this Man United Arsenal game on the weekend score predictions. I honestly feel good. I think we're gonna keep going. I think we're gonna win. I'll put it at 3-1 at Old Trafford. I don't know how you other guys are feeling. Troops, how we feeling?
You see, Zar, let me tell you something now. Rants, let me land, Zar. Rants. You see, Zar, yeah, Zar, I don't know, man. Zar moves like he's a new football fan. You get me? Zar moves like this brother just start watch football, blood. Man said 3-1 at Old Trafford, blood. We have won 3 times at Old Trafford since 2006, blood, yeah? 2 in the league and 1 in the FA Cup. And one of them was in Corona when there was no fans in the fucking stadium, blood. You get me? We will not win 3-1, blood, yeah? I'd love it. Yeah, you understand? Rants, I would run with Rants all over YouTube.
Bruv, have man
Twitter,
scored 3 goals?
Everywhere, blood.
Have you man scored 3 goals at Old Trafford before?
That's what I'm saying. You understand? That's what I'm saying. Like, I would, you get me? Like, I see X even said, Rants even knows, man. X even said to him, yo, if you man lose, you know Troopz is kind of come for your club, blood. But the same way, if we lose, Rants is coming for my club, blood. You understand? So right now, you see me? It's that kind of tension in the air, blood. You get me? Last time we scored 3 goals at Old Trafford, blood. I can't even remember, bro. Yeah? You understand? When we went at OT, if you check the level, it's always 1-0 to the Arsenal, blood. You get me? 98 Overmars, 1-0. Ljungberg, not Ljungberg, Wiltord, sorry, 1-0. Adebayor, 1-0. Aubameyang, 1-0. The FA Cup was 2-1, you understand? The cup, the game's going to be more open. You get me? In the league, the game is more close. It's more tactical. In the cup, you say, yo, go for it. You understand? So it's more open in them thing there. Man said 3-1, you know, lot of mercy. But
if he was at the Emirates and he said 3-1, I would understand. But at Old Trafford,
you understand?
There's no
if it was
way,
Emirates, I'd be like, all right, cool, say nothing, because there's enough time we give United 3-1 at Emirates. You get me? Like, so, but at OT, you understand? Like, the window's still open at the moment. You get me? We don't know if Douglas Luiz is going to come in. You understand? So, you get me? Partey, he's not going to be there. El Nenny's not going to be there. So, that's Lokonga and Xhaka against Casemiro and whoever goes beside Casemiro.
It could be Casemiro, Eriksen, Bruno. That's what the manager's been playing. And if that's the case,
that's going to be very tough. If we go there with a Xhaka and Lokonga, you get me. So what I will say is, if we go there with Xhaka, Lokonga, I'm gonna go 1-1. If Douglas Luiz does come in, and we go there with Douglas Luiz, because if we get Douglas Luiz, he will start. You understand? He will start that game. I'm very sure of that. I'll go 2-1 Arsenal.
Fair enough.
Rent, and then I'll explain why. I'll explain why.
Bro, you can explain. You can explain all you want, bro. Like, there's no way you'll be.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it's again. I'm not.
Rants said, bro, you can explain. You know, Rants has got enough. You know, Rants has got enough space as well, where you can put his legs up and just be like, all right, explain, brother.
Yeah, but you can explain, fam. You know that you can explain. It's not happening.
No. I mean, it's just looking at the stages that we're at. Yeah, I understand that history doesn't favor us, but then again, I mean, you do acknowledge history and all that. History does play a part, but history doesn't actually shape the football itself. So yeah, I acknowledge the history. It's been a very tough ground to go to, but just looking at the stages both squads are at, and at this current moment, I think we're ahead. The way we're playing,
we are ahead.
We've controlled every.
We are ahead. I agree with that.
We've controlled every single game that we played, except for a half. Except for a single half, we've controlled every single game that we played.
But you have to remember as well,
United, as you mentioned, our
games,
our
you had
team in transition.
you had Xhaka, you had Zinchenko. You understand? The team was more. You get me? Now you got Lokonga in there.
You have to use
Xhaka. If you're going with Xhaka, Lokonga, you're done. I reckon United will beat you.
I get it, Aston Villa.
We laughing at blood. We're not losing, Rats. I'll tell you that for free, blood.
And you build up.
Listen.
We're not losing, blood.
Let me tell you.
We laugh now. We're not fucking. We're not losing, blood.
You're not losing, blood.
I ain't doing no fucking. I ain't doing no Stevie G. We don't slip yet, yeah. We don't let this slip. Now we're not losing, blood. Yeah, we're not. No, blood.
Let me tell you, man, something. Yeah, like man's watched. I'd say I've watched the majority of your games. Bournemouth, they're a joke man team anyway, so we don't need to talk about them. They beat Aston Villa. So Aston Villa, a joke man team. Gerrard's probably going to be the first to get the sack. So you get me. Aston Villa didn't offer nothing. They're some joke man team. Crystal Palace, second half, bro. Crystal Palace were all over you, man. When man say you dominated every game you played, you didn't dominate that Crystal Palace game. First 20 minutes against Crystal Palace, Arsenal played very well. Then after that, Crystal Palace came in the game. Second half, Crystal Palace were giving you, man, problems. And you did well. You did well to come out of that game with the 3 points, because that could have easily been a draw on another day. Easily. And Crystal Palace are a good team, especially at Selhurst Park. That's not an easy place to go. That's not an easy place to go at all. Like, nobody's going to go there and have an easy time. Like, no one. Like, even City had to come back from 2-0 down, didn't they? Against Palace. Yeah. And I think that was at City's place. So, it's one of them ones. Crystal Palace ain't no joke team, bro. But Crystal Palace, that wasn't a comfortable game for Arsenal, bro. If you're being honest with yourself,
that was our most uncomfortable game. Because
that was
for me, I think from it went 2-0. I think we was good up until 2-0. I think when we went 2-0, we kind of took our foot off the pedal, and then we allowed Palace to come into the game.
It was uncomfortable,
if we had continued to go at them, then
we responded. They came back
in the game.
Even the second goal that you scored there, that Saka crossed the my man, headed it into his own goal. Before that, Palace were on top. You weren't on top when you scored.
Yeah. I was nervous, man. The time that I was watching the fucking game on the boat in the grill, blood. Lily was doing up snorkeling.
But that's exactly what I'm saying.
Fucking boat, watching it on this little phone, blood.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. You man were 1-0 up, and you were getting pressured, and then you got the goal at the right time. That's what happened.
But one thing I will say is this, blood. The difference you can see, is that last season we would have lost that game, or we would have drew that game. This season, there's a different mentality in this team.
Right.
There's more
I was going to make a point along those lines.
You see Saliba coming in. When I was screaming Saliba for 3 years, blood, me and certain other Arsenal man saying, Saliba, play Saliba. Because I'm saying to man, like, when him and Fofana was in France, Saliba was the one they were saying is the big done dada. Yeah, and from Fofana, Fofana come here and deal what he was dealing with. I'm saying, yo, dog, if my was doing that, I know that my brother Saliba will come in here and boss Premier League, blood. You get me? And you've seen in these 5 games, bro. You understand? He's like a duck. He's like a duck in water, blood. He's just there, just doing his thing.
Saliba's a baller.
You understand?
Saliba's
Anybody try to come, pow.
But I think Arsenal's
You get me? And
Arsenal's improvements are only down to the fact that they have better players. But that also means, that you get a few injuries, I expect to see the same Arsenal. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it is, bro. They always say, you're always as strong as your weakest link, bro. Like, you've got no right wing competition for Saka. Do you know what I mean? So what, Saka's going to play another 100 games for Arsenal? Do you know what I mean? Because you know what it is, Somebody sent me a stat, and Saka's played, I think Arsenal's last, like, 60 games, Saka's played something dumb, like 52 of them. Like, man plays every week, blood.
Yeah, blood.
You know
and he plays full 90. Like, he don't even come off as a sub, like.
Yeah.
So
you ain't got no cover for him. You got no cover for him whatsoever. If Gabriel Jesus pulls up and you ain't got him for 2 to 3 games, the difference between him and Nketiah is massive. It's a big difference. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Thomas Partey is your best midfielder, but he can't stay fit. And the difference between Partey and Lokonga is massive. You know, like that.
It's
so
dramatic.
you have to look at those things.
It's not as big as Nketiah and Jesus. That Partey and Lokonga gap is like voodoo.
It's massive. And that's the difference, bro. So as much as, and like what? Who have you got? Like at right back, you're playing Ben White at the moment. Do you know what I mean? But it's like the difference.
Tomiyasu solid though.
The difference between Ben White and Saliba, it's a big difference, bro. Because like the calming influence that Saliba has in that back line, bro. Arsenal ain't got that with no one else.
Different gravy, man.
Because Gabriel's got that bozo gene where he can just
I know he's
any
big,
time,
but
bro.
Is it that?
Nah,
it
is, bro. Like,
Saliba has changed
armness.
this defense, bro.
Yeah,
like, come on.
No, I'm saying.
Let's be real now, innit? This defense is
Ben White. Ben
White has been. Let me show you how big the difference is. Ben White's been pushed out from centre back to right back, blood. Yeah, that's how big the difference is, blood. Yeah?
If Saliba wasn't playing against Palace,
no. Again, I'm not denying that he's a better player. Yes, Saliba's the better player.
If Saliba wasn't playing against
Saliba can become world class. Ben White, Saliba can become world class. Ben White can't become world class, bro. Ben White can become very good.
That's true.
He cannot become world class. Ben White can. You see Ben White. You see, it's like Keown and Adams, where Keown is a bad man, but Adams is a don. Yeah. You understand? Ben White's on his job, but you see Saliba, that's different gravy, blood.
But even Ben White, Saliba saved man a couple times against Palace when Wilf was cooking him in the second half, bro.
You feel me? When you understand, and I said that, like, yo, when Zaha was the few times he did get past Ben White, it was Saliba that come in and said, "Hey boy, where are you? Yo, me there now, you know. Me there now, you know. You understand? Ramsdale has protection. What the fuck you doing, blood?
100%.
You see me? Like, you have to understand, Zah, blood. The gap between, I know, like Ben White, I'm starting to, like, my views are kind of turning on Ben White now. I'm starting to kind of rate him, blood. I kind of prefer him at right back, blood. You understand? Because in that centre back position, you need calmness, bro. You understand? Your decision making has to be bang on, bro. You get me? Like, and the partnership has to work, bro. And the Saliba Gabriel partnership, it works, blood, because Saliba's the calm, cool, collective one, and then Gabriel's the little mad one.
Yeah, that will attack the ball,
run out and do the. You see me? And that's how it has to be. Like with Ben White and Gabriel, you don't have that kind of
the balance isn't there.
You feel me? It's more. You understand exactly the balance isn't there, blood. With them two at the back of our defense, it's beautiful, blood.
And that's the same with Lissandro.
That's why I believe
the same.
Yeah,
exactly. But that's why I believe that we won't lose at OT, blood, because the balance we have in that back four, Tierney's performance yesterday as well, that was more like Tierney, blood. Yeah, that was more like him. The only thing that was letting him down was his end product. You understand? But getting up and down the flank, defensive, that was more like Tierney, bro. You get me? So that's kind of why I think that I don't think we're losing at OT. We're either gonna win or draw, but I don't think we're losing, blood.
Guni, did you give your prediction?
Well, for United Arsenal, if
United Arsenal, before we transition into your.
If you lot are going in there with Xhaka and Lokonga, I think United beat you. I'm not gonna lie. But if you go there with your usual, with Thomas Partey, but how long is Thomas Partey out for?
Partey's not there.
Partey won't be there, blood. Partey will not be there. El Neni will not be there.
And
Zinchenko's touch
Luis
and
comes
go
in
as
and
well,
we go
isn't
Luis and Xhaka, or it's going to be
even if Luis does come in, there's no guarantee that he hits the ground running as well. So, because this is
but I think he can come in there and he'll be capable of doing a job.
I think he'd do a better job than Lokonga, 100%. He'd do a better job than Lokonga, but fam, I'm gonna go with 2-1 United.
So what?
Respectfully, I'm gonna say 2-1 United.
Yeah, that's
is
where
Casemiro starting. Is Casemiro starting?
Casemiro will start against Arsenal, bro. Bro, he could start tonight.
100%.
He could start tonight.
Who's your midfield three? Who do you reckon is going to be fielded for that?
I don't know what the manager's thinking, bro, because he could do a Casemiro, Eriksen, Bruno thing, which he might do. We could do Fred, Casemiro, Bruno. Do you know what I'm saying? He can do Fred, Casemiro, Eriksen. Bro, we've got so many different combinations he could play. Like, I don't know what he's going to do. Do you know what I mean? But I think from what he's been doing, it's probably going to be Casemiro, Eriksen, Bruno, because he likes that blend. So Casemiro will just replace McTominay. I think that's what he may do, innit? But I'll see tonight, because what he does tonight, unless he's going to rotate tonight, it might give me an inkling on where his head is at, really. But either way, I know no matter what midfield three we put out, it's going to be better than Arsenal's. I know that.
Yeah, 100%.
I know that much because
only because Partey's missing.
Yeah, but even
get that in.
Yeah, but even if
that's a big miss.
Yeah, but I hear that.
Pushing man, just come there with his.
I hear that.
You see me?
I hear that, but listen, like I'll be real. Like if
Rants,
all of my midfielders are fit, my midfield's still better than yours. So like it is what it is. But Thomas Partey is a massive miss. I will not.
I think on paper, what you're saying is true. I think now, if we was to, I think Xhaka and Partey would be a better combo right now as a pivot.
Fair enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I said, like we are only what?
I said fair enough, this dickhead.
Fair enough, bro.
This guy's a dickhead. You know that,
I'm not gonna,
I swear,
bro. Why am I gonna argue with you? Yeah, when we're only 4 games into the season, we're 4 games into the season. Obviously, you're on better form. True. You've had your manager. This is your manager's 4th season, 3rd full season. We ain't even had a manager for 3 months. So because of that, facts. When man are saying, all right, cool, yeah, but in the reality, like my midfield's more balanced than yours. Yeah, they've played together more. But my players are better than your players. And over the course of the season, they'll get it right. So I'm not really worried about that. Like when I look at Man United's midfielders, like when I look at the fact that we've got Donny van der Beek that's not playing, bro. But he would play for other clubs, bro. Do you know what I mean? Man still have Fred. Man, I got Fred, McTominay, who I don't rate. We got Donny van der Beek, Bruno Fernandes, Christian Eriksen, Casemiro, blood. That's 6 man, bro. And only 3 of them can play. So how many times do you see 3 midfielders get replaced in a game? Like man's backup is calm. Man's backup is calm. If I have to bring Donny on for a 10 minutes or bring on Fred for a 10 minutes, do you know what I mean? It's not a problem. Like, I'm happy enough with the depth in the midfield, bro. Like, there's worse midfield depths out there. You man are looking at Sammy Lokonga and even El Neni, bro. Like, them man there, bro, I'm not taking those players. So, like, I'm happy enough with the depth in midfield. It's the depth up front that I'm not happy with. Like, that's it. Do you know what I mean? And you're in a similar boat to us because you've got no replacement for Saka if anything happens to him, and you've got no replacement for Jesus, bro. Like Eddie Nketiah, I'm not swapping him for Marcus Rashford as much as I don't rate Rashford. So, like, when I look at attacking depth here, we're in the same place. We're in the exact same place. If we lose one of our main players, all of a sudden, like the guy that comes in for him, you man are bringing in some fucking Brazilian, with like just about got a visa, bro. That's who you're bringing in, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no is on smoke though, blood. You understand that? That's mini Martinelli. You get me?
Yeah, but that's who you're bringing in.
You man got Trashford. You man got Trashford. You man got Alanga. You understand? You man got bare little lads as what. You got Martial. You understand? Man, like a Bucks life. You get me? Man,
I hear that.
Man went out on loan. Man, think he's gonna come back and do a gun business. He's been here for like 8 years, blood, and he ain't really done.
But Alanga is behind Ronaldo, Martial, Rashford, Sancho, Anthony. That's 5 man. Your guy ain't behind 5 Donnies, bro. He's next in line. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? He's next in line to play, bro. That's what I'm saying with Arsenal. As good as it looks now, yeah, Gabriel Jesus just needs to pull a little hamstring and that, and he's out for 6 weeks, and then all of a sudden the whole thing's crashing down, bro. I'm telling you. Like reality's gonna set in, then you're relying on Saka to mash work and score goals again, bro. You don't want to be in that position where you're relying on Saka to score goals. Because that's not a nice place to be in, bro. Like when you was competing for 8th place, it was all right. But if you're trying to finish in the top 4, you can't be relying on Saka to score goals. He's not a gun. He's not a gunman.
You need more. But we got Martinelli there, blood. You understand? He's banging goals. Saka got a lot of goals last year. You get me? So you understand? We're flying high right now. You get me?
Yeah, and here's the thing. You can't worry about that.
You still need to, as a football fan, you always need to factor those things in, Zar, bro, because what I hate these football fans that live week to week, bro. Like, you can't do that, blood, because then you look like a dickhead, bro. You have to look at your team and be honest and say, yo, like, if it's going to go wrong, where's it going to go wrong? And that's why I'm looking at Man United. If it's going to go wrong, it's going to be the attack because we don't score enough goals. That's where it's going to go wrong. Like, in defense, man, I got Maguire, yeah, to come in, but we've also got Lindelof to come in as well, bro. Like, so in centre-back, like, we've got a couple players that could come in. When I look at Man United, as much as I don't rate Wan-Bissaka, like, he's got enough experience in the Premier League that if he comes in for 2 to 3 games, yeah, like, defensively, I trust him enough that, like, I'm not really that pissed, bro. I've seen him start all season. Same goes for Luke Shaw. If Luke Shaw's got to come in for 3 games, I'm not saying we lost the game because we started Luke Shaw, because we've won plenty of their games with him. Same goes for Wan-Bissaka. These man are Premier League experienced players coming in. You man have got Cedric, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a different conversation that we're having. So as much as I don't rate my players,
who I would say is probably the same
Cedric
level as
trash,
those.
That's what I'm saying. Cedric and them man, they slap up your clock last year,
trash,
man.
Man. Let's not
get me. The man, they was running rings around you, man, at Emirates, blood. You get me? Cedric and them man, they had Cedric and them man, they had man finishing above you, man, last year.
Cedric's trash, man. I like Emile, bro. Smith Rowe's a baller.
Cedric had man. Cedric done more for man last year than any of your defenders done for you last year, blood.
Bro, listen, I rate Emile Smith Rowe. I rate him. Do you know what I mean? But at the moment, now Arsenal are better. He can't get in the team.
If Wan-Bissaka's getting but
I said that Wan-Bissaka is trash. He should be, but instead of who though?
Yeah, and Cedric is trash.
Give Saka a rest. He can't play on the right like Saka, but you can put him on the right, bro.
Yeah, but then you play him on the right. You're playing him in a position that he's not comfortable in, and then if he doesn't play well, then his confidence is shot to bits.
You could start Nketiah or move Jesus to right.
You could absolutely do that.
For a game
but
or two,
at the end of the day, like, I think Jesus is scoring goals. He's confident playing up front. He's not going to want to play right wing. And he was probably fed up of that.
To keep Jesus down the middle.
Exactly. Yeah. So because of that, it's like there's things you could do, but in all seriousness, he probably left Man City because he was tired of getting moved left and right and here. He sees himself as a striker, never really got to play up front for Pep because Pep didn't fancy him.
Yeah, he wants to play down the middle.
Yeah.
And he said that.
Exactly. So Pep
said that when he joined us.
So, like, it's one of them ones where, like, Arsenal at the moment, they're playing some decent football, but I think, like, the signs are there that you man are not out the mud yet. And if you don't pay attention to them signs, then when that October storm licks you, yeah, and I've seen the fixture list, bro, like, the same way Arsenal fans are super... Yeah, the same time October, these Arsenal fans are super loud right now after 5 games, yeah? If you go through that October and you lose like 3 games in October all of a sudden, bro, like, what are these men going to do, bro? Like, these men are going to be on suicide watch, bro. Because these men have put so much into the season after 5 games that if you lose 3 games, the whole fan base is going to fall apart.
For me, it's building towards October. I've seen October and I factored that in. If we can stay on this path that we're on up until we get to October, then October is not looking that great. But hey, what are you gonna do? So it's a little bit of a split board here. Troopz and I think
Troopz thinks it's either a draw or an Arsenal win. I think the worst we're getting is a draw from the game from Arsenal. We're not losing it in it, but I expect us to win that game. But at very, very worst, it's going to be a draw, innit? Like, I had a feeling of like a 1-1 maybe like a couple weeks ago. But now, seeing the transfer business that we've done, I'm confident that we edge it. We beat Liverpool, so why can't we beat Arsenal?
Yeah, no, there we go. A little split over there. But before we get into the Chelsea stuff and the Aubameyang stuff, actually, speaking of transfers have money. You know who deals with money? Skrill. Skrill is the perfect digital wallet for gamblers because it was built for gamblers. Sophisticated gamblers use it to manage their bankroll, whether they're playing games like poker or betting on their favorite sports. They manage their bankroll using the wallet, which allows them to pay instantly and securely. It's payments without limits, basically. You can access your bankroll with instant deposits and withdrawals, and also draw the cash using your prepaid card. Let's just say Skrill is the best digital wallet for sports bettors, so it's a no-brainer to create your free account right now. So if you want to be like me and all the other fellas that have the Skrill account, go to skrill.com/barstool. So the URL is skrill.com/barstool. Fill out the whole process, complete the forms and all that, set up your wallet, and then to the last step to complete your verification and the process of the wallet is make sure you click on the follow the game prompt. So you'll see a prompt that says follow the game. Make sure you click on that. That's what completes the whole process, and you'll be set up with the best gambling wallet on the planet. That's Skrill. Makes it easy. They've got the app right there. Very easy to manage your money. So again, go to skrill.com/barstool. All righty, Guni. So Chelsea, I mean, big loss this midweek, but big news today with Aubameyang joining you guys for, I think Alonso went the other way.
First question about the game early in the week. Let's get that out of the way. I wasn't confident for a reason. I came on here. I said, unless I see a Kovacic and Jorginho pivot, because that's all we really had, I wasn't too confident. So, look, because of the news that's come out recently and the fact that we're looking to address the CDM issue, I've just put that one to bed. I'm leaving that where it is, and I'm trying to move forward. Let's get into the transfer news now. Yeah? Obama what? Obama who?
If you're gonna say it correctly.
Listen,
you understand? Say it in order.
Listen. It doesn't matter. He's not at your club anymore. He's not at your club anymore.
Let me get that in. Get your own catchphrase.
What we want with it now, yeah?
You're getting a gun out here. You're getting a gun out here, Aubameyang, yeah? Yeah, you're getting Auba, yeah? You're getting Auba, yeah? You're getting Mamma Mia, here we go again. That's what you're getting, blood, yeah? You're not getting Mamma blood.
This one's hurt you, innit?
Yeah? You understand? Chelsea fans literally wanted Aubameyang to sign to tweet me, blood. You understand? Your whole fan base been quiet, yeah? 3 L's out of 5, blood, yeah? Getting slap up. And now you man are thirsty for a 33-year-old, bro. A 33-year-old, blood, yeah? All right, yeah. You man are known for killing number 9s, you know. So I don't mind, blood. You understand?
Okay, cool.
I don't mind, blood. You get me? We're good over here, yeah. You understand? Got me blood clot Jesus, yeah. My fucking brother.
When you've got to go, Europa.
Yeah, that's who
when you've got to go Europa and play them 2 games a week,
blood,
and you catch injuries, it's going to be a long season for you.
We got blood.
You already know this, so I'm going to stay quiet now.
Aubameyang's going to press in your front line, blood.
4 games into the season. Allow it, fam. We know how this story ends, my bro.
You understand?
We've seen it happen before.
You understand? I can't even see you man in the league table right now.
Okay, come May, let's see where you are.
You
are supposed to be winning the title, remember? I'm holding you to them standards. Yeah, go out there, win the title.
When did I say that?
Win the Europa League.
When did I say that? When did I say that? When did I say win the title? When did I say win the title?
Listen.
When did I say win the title?
No. Your last title was 18 years ago. I said win the
Europa League. Yeah?
18 years ago.
I said win the Europa League.
You haven't won the Champions League.
So talk about history, blood. Talk about history, blood. Talk about history, blood.
You need to win a major trophy.
I'm signing a 33-year-old Aubameyang, blood, and you're here gassed, bro.
We're having 12 points after 4 games. There's nothing to brag about.
Bro. I got a man that scored 4 goals last year, bro. Allow it, blood. Allow it, blood.
Yeah.
Where's Zargon? Where's Zargon?
He's there.
Where's Zargon? Because the thing moved, blood. Everyone's moved. I've gone there. Man,
oh, no.
I thought you left the chat, blood. That's why I was like, where's Zargon?
Jesus Christ. Oh, no, I took my headphones off because of the fire. I don't know if you guys hear that.
Cool, but my main thing is this, and I maintain it.
That's why.
Bring me my CDM. That is what we need at Chelsea Football Club. We cannot continue with Jorginho in that anchorman position. We cannot continue with that guy. He's not good enough. He's got no mobility. Defensively, he is an absolute liability. Bruv, even going forward, his touch isn't even there no more. Apparently, this guy's meant to be controlling tempo and playing forward passes quickly when his turn is letting him down, fam. He's got to take a couple more touches before he makes the pass. Kills the attack completely. He has to go. He needs to go. The fact that Chelsea are looking at Edson Alvarez right about now, and as a backup, Ibrahim Sangare, I'm happy with that. So for me, today, what's key is not the Aubameyang news. Yeah, that was more of a banter thing to you. That's the honest truth, blood. Yeah, but if
you think I don't know, Chelsea man don't care about Aubameyang, bro. They don't care. It's because of me. Yeah, because of me, blood. Yeah, you pussy
sign that CDM. That gives our team a completely different outlook. Completely, it allows us to do so many more things from a tactical perspective. Yeah, it allows us to use.
And these man, they have to remember as well, bro. Banter aside now, yeah. Serious thing now. These men have to come in and adapt to the Premier League as well.
Okay, that's true. But then you've got to ask this question. Do I think any one of these replacements can do an immediate job better than what Jorginho's doing? Absolutely. So immediately there is your improvement right away.
So who goes alongside? So what, who is it?
Me personally, this is what I'm saying. With the CDM, me personally, I moved to a back four now. Cucurella, Fofana, Koulibaly, and Reece James at right back. And then in front, you've got Alvarez.
So you went Thiago.
So in front, so hold on. Then in front, you've got a natural defensive midfield.
No Thiago Silva.
You can't play him every game, though. This is the problem. You can't play him every.
And you can't play him
every game. And if you're gonna, if you're gonna play him in the back four, that's a bit risky, fam. So you'd rather play him in the back three. That's the truth. He's 38
he's gonna get the run around.
Years old, bruv. You can't cheat time, blood. That's what it comes down to.
Even Koulibaly in the back four, I think is suspect, bro, because he's more. You understand? He's more prone to the one-on-one attacks, bro.
But
when you pull this brother to the side, bro, he's done out here. Like, even his positioning on that goal, what's he doing, bro? On the second goal.
That goal, why was he blocking men? He was like, he was holding hands with fucking men.
The goalkeeper as well, blood. What is he doing?
So for the first goal, you can't blame him for that. Because Koulibaly was in Koulibaly. He saw the ball late.
No, the second goal, when Koulibaly's just doing up, bro,
the second one where he was just holding hands with fucking men.
You understand that? His positioning, his reading of the...
Ridiculous.
It's a bit like...
Ridiculous.
It's like step forward and close his face.
But what's this? It should have never even got there in the first place. Because really and truly...
Man, like Che Adams, you know? Man, like Che Adams, you know? Watch when Jesus catches his glove. Watch when Jesus... Che Adams, you know? Man trying to batter me, Rants, and Che Adams is running the ring around his fucking defence. Trying to batter me, like, my blood clot, what? Where about your blood clot defence, rude boy? Yeah, how about that, blood, yeah?
You have a lot of talk for 18 years since your last major trophy. You are talking a lot, but
I got beer chat, blood, yeah? Because my name's Troopz, rude boy, yeah? Man, I'm a soldier. Man, I'm a soldier, dog. Man, I got beer chat. Man, I got a cannon on my chest, bro. Man, I come with gunshot, blood, yeah?
You see two goals with Gabby Jesus and Arsenal release a Jamaica shirt.
Let me tell you something.
You're moving mad, fam. You need to relax.
Let me tell you something. We could
chill, fam.
Big man, let me tell you something, yeah? Big man, let me tell you something. Big man, let me tell you something, blood. We could go 20 fucking million years without a league title, yeah? I'll still run my mouth, blood. Yeah? And that's talking about my Jamaica top. Say it with your dusty white teeth.
Nah, the Jamaica top's hard. I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying. Blood, this energy for winning nothing after 18 years is not good. You understand? You better win something at the end of the season.
I don't care, blood. I still got chat,
at least the Europa. I still got chat, blood. At least the Europa. You have to win the Europa.
You understand?
Come on.
You understand? You understand? You used to stay in the toilets in school, blood. Yeah, you never used to come out of break time.
Now we're talking about how long
ago? The toilets, blood.
Oh,
yeah, you was hiding, blood. Yeah, you want to go 18 years back? Let's go 18 years back, bro. Let's go 18 years back. Let's go 8 when we used to slap your bald head around the fucking.
You never went to my school. You need to relax, blood. Now we're making up stories now.
I'm saying Arsenal. I'm saying Arsenal, you dickhead. I'm saying Arsenal, you clown.
18 years. Okay, what happened?
Slap you man around, bro. What do you mean?
What's happened since 2004?
What happened last time you played Premier League title? In your own stadium? What happened last time you played in your own stadium? What happened last time you played in your own stadium?
Points. You can have.
What happened last time you played in your own stadium? What happened?
What happened
last time? What happened last time? Protocol, we have 100 strap. What happened last
You
time,
couldn't even
blood?
beat us the top
What
four
happened
last
last time,
season.
blood?
We were
What?
dead,
I don't
man.
care.
Yeah,
What?
you
You tried to say,
that
what
you
did
wouldn't have
you,
made
what
the
did you do against us
trophy,
recently, blood? What?
Win
Last
that
time we
Europa.
played you in the final, what happened, blood? We
Please
beat
win
you
the
in
Europa.
less of that, yeah?
Win that
You understand?
Europa.
That's when it was.
Because every
That's when
time
it
we've
was
been in
about my blood
Europa,
clot.
we've
Yeah.
won
Now
it.
you're
Yeah?
now you're signing Mamma Mia.
We need to win
Yeah. Now you're signing Mamma Mia, blood.
But
Yeah.
okay, listen.
Now you're signing Mamma
With
Mia,
that
blood.
anyway,
Yeah.
with that CDM, yeah,
You understand?
it allows us to change things up. It also allows the midfielders in front of that CDM to actually do the roles that they're good at doing. They ain't got to focus on.
I am rattled. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah, I
blood.
know,
I'm fucking rattled, bro. I'm not gonna lie, blood. This
but I know Aubameyang's your
fucking
Reggie
rattled,
fan. What's
bro.
going to be even worse?
But I said in my message as well, but I'm not gonna lie. I said, yo, big man. I said, big man, let me tell you something. Your mind, you understand? Like, but let me tell you something. I can't back this one, you know. You understand? And when we play, the gloves are off, blood. Yeah, the gloves are fucking off, rude boy. Yeah, I'm not. He knows I will not hold back, bro. Yeah, I will not hold back, blood. Make him miss a sitter. Yeah, I'm here, blood. Yeah, I am fucking.
Yeah, but bro, you know what happens when players play against their old clubs? He's definitely bagging.
Blood. Yeah.
He's 100% bagging, bro. So
yeah, that's why I'm not even. I'm actually scared
because he's scoring.
I am scared, especially with the.
Bro, he won't flip. If he flips, yeah, I'm unfollowing.
Especially with the.
If he flips,
especially with the Arteta storyline.
I'm unfollowing.
Especially with the Arteta storyline.
Yeah,
that guy is gonna come and he's gonna come with a vengeance for us because of Arteta.
I'll never do that.
Yeah.
We'll never do that.
Nah, if he pulls out the mask, I'm burning his shirt. I'm burning his shirt live.
I don't think he'll celebrate against us if he scores. I don't think he'll celebrate because
I don't think he'll celebrate. Yeah,
he won't.
It depends how your fan base treat him, though.
And the play, the only man he does. We're gonna boo him. It's gonna happen, bro. We're gonna boo him. Like, you understand? It's just you get me.
Definitely.
You see me? If you boo me, I'm celebrating. Period. I don't care.
You're playing for Chelsea. Like, you're playing for Chelsea.
I'm celebrating, and I'm celebrating with no remorse, blood. Like, that's it. If you don't boo him, then I think he'll keep it respectful. If you boo me, the gloves are off. 100%. I'll do a front flip into the stands, bro. Like, bro,
blood, you ain't coming, blood. If he front flips into the,
stands out like
front flip into the stand, bro. Like, with the mask on, bro. You can't blue me.
You see piece of his hair just flying out.
Yeah, it's a madness, bro. You know what I mean? But he definitely scores against Arsenal.
Guni, you
depends.
You guys have West Ham at the bridge. How you feeling?
We get our CDM in this midfield and he can play, which is looking unlikely, then I have some kind of confidence, fam. But again, with Jorginho sitting, I've got no confidence. If Reece James is not fit, Azpilicueta being on that right-hand side, it worries me still. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying this because, you know, I got an agenda against the manager. It's true. I'm looking at my team and I'm analysing it honestly, bruv. Like, without that player, I've emphasized so many times on this pod, like, without that CDM that can protect our defense and relieve the pressure on our centre-backs, we're going to be in trouble. We're going to constantly...
But this is exactly why you play a 3, though, because you don't have that player.
Say that again, Rants?
That's why you play a 3, because you don't have that player.
Yeah, exactly. You know exactly. But I do believe that changes things, man. I do think that does change things, especially if he goes to a back four.
You think that's gonna flip reverse it? Blazing squad settings.
I think it's gonna be a massive change for Chelsea. Same way as Casemiro's a big change for Man United, because you now don't have that massive hole in the midfield where you keep getting bypassed, where you can't.
And you also can play a 6 and 2/8 now and play a 4-3-3. Do you know what I mean? It changes it. You don't have to have an out and out 10 now. When you play that number 6, then it changes the whole balance of the midfield, because now you don't have to rely on having a number 10 and a double pivot and one sitting and one going and rotating. You just know that one guy's going to sit, he's going to break up the play, and it just, bro, it gives the other 2 players freedom to kind of just express themselves. Like, Casemiro changes the whole balance of our midfield.
And Rants, that's a problem that we've been having, because we've got Jorginho. There's so many deficiencies we have to protect. We're not able to get bodies forward. Anytime we're attacking, look how many numbers we get in the box. It's like 2, sometimes even 3 attackers in the box maximum, because most of our players are sitting back because they know if the counter-attack comes, Jorginho's isolated, we're in big trouble. So that's why. So now with that, we're able to actually commit more than 2 or 3 bodies forward, maybe several bodies forward. Aubameyang's going to get chances. We're going to actually be able to start creating properly without thinking behind us. all the time. Because once that trust is gone, it's hard to do your job. Do you know what I mean? As a midfielder, because there's so much that you have to cover. Because you've got to worry about that guy's deficiencies. But if we've got someone that can do that job, we ain't got to worry about it. It's a different outlook altogether.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. The one game that I wanted, because I'm running out of time a little bit, the one game that I really wanted to highlight is the first one from on Saturday. First one on Saturday, we got the Merseyside derby. Liverpool is going to Everton. It's going to be at Goodison Park. I mean, they literally just got out of jail yesterday. 2 minutes over the extra time, a lot of time.
There's been a clip that's gone out.
Ended up winning against Newcastle.
I saw it on Twitter. Nick Pope went down in the 92nd minute in stoppage time, and then he was down for 2 minutes. He was down to the 94th minute, and that is where the extra 2 minutes came from. So, fuck Liverpool, but you get me. We're not gonna put no fake news out on.
Man said, the added time to the added time and all that, but bro, at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so, you see times where...
You me? Man United are known for Fergie time. Like, you understand, these man used to do everything Fergie time. Man said 4 minutes, 8 minutes later, man still kicking ball.
I know you say that, but then on the flip side, though, if that game's at Newcastle, that game finishes when they said it was going to finish. Do you know what I mean? And that's football. Like, that's just football. You understand that?
Yeah. The home side always gets the...
100%.
Yeah.
You always get the advantage. That's the whole point.
Fuck me, but that's how it is, man.
It is, but Liverpool are not playing well. But listen, Lampard's a bum. He's another one. He's probably going to get sacked. Do you know what I mean? Like, Liverpool should steamroll Everton. Like, that should be a 4-0.
That's the issue.
Like,
that's the problem.
Like, I'm not expecting anything other than complete annihilation from Liverpool.
Yeah, no, I'm as much as I want their sorrows to continue, it's just the worst team. Are they playing Everton?
Yeah, but you
if
have
they were
to
playing a
remember
more
as well,
decent team, then then we could be talking.
It's a derby, bro. You get me? Like, you understand? Anthony Gordon, he's always going to be a threat, blood. You get me? That kid started the season on absolute fire, blood. You understand? He's going to be a threat, bro. We've seen the way Trent's been playing. We've seen the way Van Dijk's been playing. We've seen that Liverpool defense has been suspect, to say the least, blood. You get me? And like I say, it's a derby, bro. You get me? The fans are going to be up for it. You understand? They haven't beaten Liverpool for time, blood.
Yeah.
You get me? And I don't have, like, normally I'm like, yeah, Liverpool gonna go there and them thing there. Because more time it's like Mane, you get me? Mane, like, these games is where Mane would come in into its own.
Big loss that.
And you get big loss that one. Doing up stat padding, you get me? Like, but that's why I think that I think it's gonna be a draw.
Bruv, the one thing I'd say is I don't think Liverpool have that. Liverpool don't have that fear.
This is
anymore. Like, they don't have it.
Darwin is back, right?
I know it's early on in the season, but they just don't have it, bro. Like, there's something about them.
That's what I'm saying, because Klopp said he wants to go back to that team that everyone feared playing. And when you look at that team, blood, like, you get me? Like, they're going back to the old school Firmino, Salah, and they throw in Diaz now. You get me? They're going back to the old school team. You understand? Like, that Mane loss.
It's a massive loss.
Because Mane presses as well, you know. He presses on the front.
And he links play as well. He does all those things.
Yeah.
Firmino's way past his best, and they wanted to sell him. They couldn't really get any buyers for him.
Yeah.
Like, when Jota comes back, he adds a bit more depth, but Diaz is massively overrated. I don't rate that at all, bro. He's just busy.
Nah, he's a bad man, blood. He's cold, bro.
I don't rate him. I don't rate him.
He's good.
Who's better between Kulusevski and Diaz?
Yeah, he's good, Rants.
Oh, Kulusevski's clear of him.
Thank you.
Clear of him. Clear of him, bro. Like, Diaz,
What, that's your opinion,
he's
blood? What, blood?
He's clear of him.
For me, Diaz, bro, you get me? I don't get me. Kulusevski's good, but for me, Diaz, I'm
erratic. Like, in terms of, like, his finishing, in terms of everything, bro. Like, one day you'll see him, and the guy looks like Neymar, and then next time you see him, a man looks like Jordan Ayew, bro. Like, that's who he is. Yeah, I mean, bro.
Come on, now, Jordan Ayew.
Diaz is mad erratic, bro. Like, Kulusevski shows a certain amount of quality. Every time you watch him play, you can tell, bro. Like, holds the ball well, decision making's better. Diaz is the guy that will spam like 8 shots, and like none of them will be on target one game, and then the next
That's
game,
what
he
I
scored
said.
2
I
headers
said
the other
same
day.
shit.
Like, when did that guy learn how to head a football? Like, this guy's just mad unpredictable, bro. Like, bro, you can't trust that guy. Like, man scored 2 headers the other day, bro. He probably won't score another header for the rest of the season. This is what he is. He's one of them players.
Nah, but what he's got, like, how many goals has he got now this season? Like, 4
I have no
or something,
idea,
like?
but he scored 2 headers against a Bournemouth team that were fucking selling, bro. They were selling. Do you know what I mean? They were selling, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's got 3 or something like that.
Diaz has looked better than Kulusevski this season.
No, he hasn't.
Yeah, he has.
Diaz.
He has 3 goals and he scored 2 of them against Bournemouth.
Diaz has 3 goals. Diaz.
Bruv, Kulusevski, bruv, has looked dangerous. Like, even when Tottenham were playing shit, in the last game, he's the one who assisted Harry Kane for the goal, bro, against
Blood, even against you, man. The only man that was doing their thing against you, man, was
I didn't
Diaz,
see no
man.
Diaz, bruv. He got pocketed by Dallo, but he didn't do nothing. Of course, he tries to make.
Yeah, Dallo, but he was the only one trying to make things happen.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying about trying to make things happen, but that's because he's one of them players, like just like Martinelli. Them man put in bare effort and they run around and they try. But bro, I don't give man points for trying, bro. Like everyone should try. Do you know what I mean? Like, Diaz is busy, so he looks like he's doing a lot. But Kulusevski, the quality, like, he's got way more quality than Diaz. Like, Diaz is a volume player. Like, that's what he is. And there's nothing wrong with that. But he's a guy that needs a lot of the ball to do something. And that's just what it is. So, like, with the Diaz guy, I'm not convinced by him at all, brother. I think he's exciting because he's unpredictable. But I don't like them unpredictable players. I like players that I know what I'm going to get every game. Like, those are the kind of players I like.
So what you're saying, he's like a Saint Maximin.
Exactly, but Saint Maximin's better than him, though.
Maximum is very.
But he's erratic.
I think Saint Maximin's.
But Saint Maximum's better than him, bro. Like,
for me, one week he's like.
You offer me both of them, I'm taking Saint Max.
Bro, Ronaldo, are you mad? One week
he's like Ronaldo.
One week he's like fucking prime Messi. Well, and then the next week, man's doing a fucking.
Bro, Saint Maxim.
Jordan Ayew doing a fucking Nathan Dyer, fam. You understand? Doing a Nathan fucking Dyer,
Saint Maximum.
I'm like, bro, what's
which is a very good comparison. Saint Maximum don't play for a top 4 team. He plays for Newcastle. This is the point. Like, he's erratic, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's one of them ones. He's not, bruv. Like, it's one of them. I know he's young, but the fact is he's erratic, bro. Like, he don't give you these performances and he's not going to. He's still raw. And he's not that kind of player. He will be raw. He will never really mature. The difference between him and Kulusevski is a year younger and his game is a lot more mature. It's a lot more refined, innit? Some players are just raw for their whole career.
Is that because he was at Juventus? He was in a Serie A, where Serie A is a different league to the Portuguese league. Portuguese league.
No, but I just think that's his style.
Wait, hey, forward does.
Yeah, but I just think that is his style, bro. Some footballers, like, when they're 29, they're still raw, bro. That's why I compared him to Jordan Ayew, because Jordan Ayew is raw still.
Yeah. I don't even know how old that done is now, blood.
He's still raw.
How old is he?
He's still 29. He's still raw.
Ayew must be like 27.
Man will be
that's such a true statement, though. That is such a true statement, Rants.
That's it, bro. And then, bruv, 1 week he looks like
he's still 29 looking raw.
Like, this is what these guys do. Like, my man can cut in and slap it top bins at any moment, but it will only happen once in the season. That's what Jordan Ayew would do. Is just pick your one moment to look like R9, bro. Do you know what I mean? I see him dribble through, man. He had a contender for goal of the season. He beat like 4 players and beat the goalie. And you thought, oh my days, Ayew. Then for the rest of the season, man just took it off. Like, this is what these players do.
There was big talk about him as well. What
the hell did Jordan Ayew do to you?
What these footballers do, bro. So with Saint Maximum,
what the hell did Ayew do to you, Rants?
Until my man, and I think he's better than fucking Diaz. Until my man performs, at a consistently high level for the whole season. So not one mad performance every 3-4 games, but bro, you need to do it 2 out of 3 games. And then all of a sudden, this is when the big.
For me, whenever I watch Diaz, though, I see something from him.
Yeah, but that's because he's a trier, though.
You get me? I'm like, yo.
But that's because he's a trier. He's similar to Martinelli in the way he plays.
You think because man's from an era where we're used to players giving that 100% intensity, because we're from that generation, when we see that, we're like, yo, we kind of gravitate to
him
them.
and Martinelli are like the same player, bro. Like, they run a lot. They run a lot. They try things. They'll try and curl it from 30 yards when the shot's not on. Do you know, they'll try these things. Like, do you know what I mean? But
you see it yesterday with Martinelli, the shot that he let off against Martinez, that fantastic save.
But that's what I'm saying. But they'll
almost went in the volley.
I'm like, bro, I'd rather
you rate Martinelli.
Yeah, I rate him highly. But for me, I'm like, why are you shooting from 30 yards for, bruv? Just play a 1-2, bruv. Get it back, like, do you know what I mean? like, what's the percentage that you're actually gonna score that shot? Like, that's how I look at it. Whereas if that's Kulusevski,
unless you're like
he's gonna bounce it, get it back.
Unless you're like an old school.
But that's what I mean. And even them man were not spamming shots, bro. When you watch them guys were not shooting every time.
It was free kick.
That's it.
Boom.
But they didn't every time they got the ball.
If Leon got a free kick, you're like,
when you were looking at Juninho's stats, it wasn't 15 shots attempted, 1 goal. Like, it wasn't that, bro. He wasn't just shooting from everywhere. These guys are mad erratic, bro. They're cutting in and shooting from 35 yards and doing shit. And then people are like, oh, yes, exciting.
You know what? You see that with like kind of like Lampard. Kind of Lampard and Gerrard as well, where Lampard was more, you know what I mean? Like, apparently Mourinho said, yo, make sure you have 10 shots per game. You understand? Make sure you hit 10, bro, where Gerrard was more calculated.
But Lampard was playing hero ball a lot of the time, but he could do that because he had a solid midfield behind him. So he could play the hero ball. That's what Bruno was doing for Man United, and De Bruyne does it for Man City. He plays the hero ball where man tries to shoot from places or tries to play these passes that aren't really on, but he can afford to do it because he's got a team behind him to get away with it. But the way Liverpool are playing right now, bro, they can't afford too many heroes, blood, because they're gonna catch some serious fades this season.
Yeah,
you know?
facts.
Like Liverpool are gonna get their head bust off, blood. Man are signing Arthur,
that
you know.
Defense, bro,
man are signing Arthur, blood. That brother ain't played no football in like 4 years.
I saw that, like, bro. And I'm seeing him trying to talk like he's some baller. When we got linked with him last season, oh, look at Arsenal, done out here, great for Arthur Melo. Oh, now for Liverpool, oh, great signing, Brazilian international. Suck ya, mama. You're signing some fucking reject, dog. Yeah? Melo ain't nothing. Nah, Rants. Melo ain't nothing for them fucking eat that in the dog.
That's what they do.
Yeah, trust
he's
me.
Dusty,
fans done
bro.
that, but your fans try to do that with Lissandro as well, bro. Like, after one game, Arsenal fans didn't want Lissandro.
I was bantering still. You know me, I'm bantering, but I call him I call him the Argentinian Czar, blood.
Every single Lissandro comp on the internet was made by Arsenal fans, blood. And then all of a sudden, he was shit.
Like, these man are king of cops, bro. They piss me off, blood. When we link to a player, if you see us link to a player, go on Twitter after an hour that the link is made. Boom, full comp.
2 minutes, one will be out.
Comp, blood. Nah, 2 minutes.
An hour, 2 minutes, bro.
An hour, you'll get the full proper edit. Like, the man, they put a track underneath it and everything there. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, bro.
Whoa, you man got bare time, you know. And you know what else as well? What pissed me off with the Arsenal, yeah? When you're linked with like this brother, Mudryk. I don't know no Mudryk. I know Mudryk, bro. I know Mudryk. But apparently the whole Arsenal fan base, know every pussycat thing about this shoot. They know where he gets his fucking
they know where he gets his
wife's
pedicure
done.
Them man
they know where he gets
bro.
his trim. Everything, though.
That's what they do, bro. Them man will make the comps. Them man are photoshopping man into the shirt, doing all of that. You know the amount of pictures I saw Lissandro in an Arsenal shirt, blood. You know, like that. That's what these men do, bruv. This is what these men do. They're insufferable.
Blood, I see one of. I guarantee if you go on Twitter right now, you'll see Douglas Luiz one in the Arsenal.
Not done yet. Yeah.
I'm definitely those are already cooking.
Just saying,
those are already cooking already.
On loan.
It's mad. A man is saying about
Kazawa from
Wait, from Dortmund? The Dortmund guy?
Not Kagawa. Kazawa.
And fucking Marcelo's been linked with Leicester, bro.
I'm thinking Kagawa. I heard Kagawa and I was thinking,
yeah, bro, what the fuck
that's
is that,
a money laundering thing, bro. I can't believe that.
100%, bro. Man, they're trying
this
to
window's
wash
crazy.
the thing.
I can't even lie. You know what I'm saying? Willian went Fulham. Like, this is bare madness going on. Like,
yeah, I can't believe he's come back.
I don't really know what's going on.
I cannot believe that. Man signed Willian, you know, in big 2022, blood. What the fuck is going on, blood?
Mm-hmm. I mean, he stated
yeah,
it when he was with us that he wanted to be in London.
Arsenal, blood. Who the fuck's gonna touch him with a barge pole?
Yeah, but he'll do a job for a team like Fulham, though.
Bro, Donny was looking like me in the Arsenal top last season, blood, when he was doing pre-season. Obviously now, man, lost a bit of weight, blood. You get me? I'm looking Chris now. You see me, blood? No carbs to them thing there. One to them boy there. But last season, blood, he was looking, hey, blood. You understand? He was looking, hey, the bunda was I was saying, well on. How the fuck is how is my year a footballer, blood? Looking
Fulham,
like he just
Fulham.
like he won the fucking thing in the cereal pack, bro. Yeah, come kick ball for a fucking hour with the man, then, blood. The fuck, blood. That's embarrassing, bro. He shouldn't even be allowed to play football after doing that, blood. How you let yourself go like that as a football player?
Still.
William
That's
went to
ridiculous,
Arsenal
bro.
to retire, fam. That's what he did. He went to your club to retire.
Fulham has.
He tried to
Fulham has
retire, blood, but the
nightmares.
heat that man put on that pussy, he had to run to
He
Brazil.
took the piss, blood.
Yeah, and then he came back, bro, for the bread.
I was never with that signing, bro.
Now Fulham has nightmares over him because that's the only game that he actually played decent for us against Fulham when he played for us. But
and then I said to everyone,
and
don't
after that,
get carried away with this Willian goal.
But
Because you man do not get excited, bro. Like, bro, don't. And then what happened for the rest of his time at Arsenal, blood? He made me kick a bucket of water all over RA, blood. And it was fucking
it was Willian. I forgot that it was Willian.
Oh my days! You bring off a Bamiyang and put up fucking Willian! You fucking dickhead! Jesus Christ, blood. RA, apologies again, my brother. You understand? Apologies again, bro. Yeah. You know how much dunk I had to give RA after that, blood? As a peacemaker, like, yo, here, take it. He's a weed man like me. I was like, yo, take some Cali, bro. I apologize, blood. Like, you understand? You're just sitting there victimless. You get me? I'm troubling the innocent, blood. I don't do that, blood.
The good old days, but people, I think my studio allotment. I mean, we touched on the main things that needed to be touched on. My studio allotment has
on the weekend games
to an end.
You get me?
On the other, okay, let's run through the other fixtures. Yeah, we can do that.
You have to wait. Run through the show right now. You understand? Wait for the band, them. You know. You understand?
Yeah. Alrighty, let's just go right through them in the order that they're placed in front of me. Brentford versus Leeds at Brentford.
Leeds have had a good start to the season, though. You understand? They've had a very good start, blood. Man, like Ted DiBiase, blood, doing his thing.
Yeah, Brentford at home. Brentford at home are a different animal at home.
I'm feeling draw in this one for some reason.
They are, blood. The fans probably get behind
stadium,
them,
man, and they do their thing, bro. And they're physical as well. Leeds run a lot, but Brentford's physicality. I think Brentford at home, they'll get it.
Yeah. What you man? What? Yeah. Zarguni, you man say draw?
I think this. Yeah, I think draw. This one though, this game I think is going to be fantastic. I mean, Newcastle's going to feel hard done by. I don't know if you guys saw
Jesus, bro. You know what? The Lino actually made that decision. Let me just say something. We give the Linos and the refs a lot of shit, but that decision was a fucking fantastic decision, bro, because that was beyond tight, blood. That was like my girls boom back in 05, blood. You understand? Bomba club, blood. Remember me take away your virginity when you're coming at me ramping sharp. Yo, free cartel, you know. World boss. Guys, I would say West Miliband. I war. Voila, meme. I want to some boy. Listen, I want to some boy, you know. Yeah.
Jesus.
As you were, so, blood.
Oh.
So Newcastle versus Crystal Palace.
Palace
At St James Park.
Because you know Palace.
That's why I said this is going to be a good. This is going to be a good one. Yep.
Up in a way where dog, they can like soak up the pressure and then zoom. Zaha, Eze, Elise.
That's a game. I need to watch that.
That's going to be a very good game.
Alive. Fucking hell,
that's going to be a very good game.
Yeah, this one definitely. This
one I don't even know. Can I sit this one? No, I'm kidding.
Nah, you know what? I'm gonna go Newcastle, blood, because it's a long journey. It's a long journey up to St James's Park.
At St James's Park,
it's a long journey, blood, up there. It's like a 4.5 hour, 5 hour trip, blood. I'm gonna go for the Geordies, blood, and the way they've been playing at home, the way Newcastle been playing at home, what they done to Man City, blood. Nah,
I'm
you
just
know
not
what?
sure because Palace are mad compact, bro.
Newcastle.
And you see that Anderson, bro, that centre back, their defense is different.
I don't know.
Bro.
That partnership,
bro, they got one of the best centre back partnerships in the league, bro. And it's Crystal Palace.
It's Gay. They're doing good.
Yeah, facts. Gooney put me on to Gay. I'm not gonna lie, blood. Shout out Gooney, bro. He made me watch him more,
Anderson
blood,
next to him as well is class.
Yeah, Anderson is the guy, bro.
Yeah. The balance in that is just unreal.
It might be Danish.
He's no
Danish.
Danish.
You know, around there a bit. If you pick the
I was asking people. I was asking.
So, you know what? If in the comments, let man know.
It wasn't a statement. It was a question. I'm not too sure, but
so pick a team. What pick, bro? I'm saying Newcastle, blood. Put your balls out on the table, blood. Pause.
The draw, maybe leaning Palace away. Actually, Newcastle. Because I
reckon I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Newcastle or something.
Newcastle are playing some ball, bro. I think score draw.
All right, so Nottingham Forest versus Bournemouth. That's the City ground.
Forest.
Yeah. Oh, you can see that. They cracked the door open, so they were just asking. I was like, "Yo, just give me 2 minutes, I'll be done."
Yeah. Forest are playing some decent football.
Yeah, Bournemouth are in trouble, blood. I can't believe that they sacked Scott Parker because, bro, like you can't really blame him. Like obviously the scoreline was a mad thing, bro.
He brought them up.
That's what I'm saying. Like he done great things. Like he's lost to Arsenal, City, and Liverpool. You never lost to fucking teams in and around you that are going to be competing for safety. You understand? So that's a bit fuckery, blood. Like I thought Lampard or Gerrard would have gone first, or Rodgers.
I thought Rodgers. Brendan Rodgers is the one that should go first.
Yeah, they were the first. Rodgers. They were the top 3 for me. I can't believe they sacked Parker. But yeah, I'm going Forest, bro. Forest have looked good this season as well, blood. But why does their manager look like he's flipping? Look like he's had 10 pints.
He looks like he's definitely
the Forest manager, bro. Looks like he's had 10 pints, bro. He looks like his missus is calling him, and he's like, "I'm not coming home, love."
Yeah. His head always looks up, blood. He always looks.
You understand? I'm telling you, bro. I'm like, yo, dog. Mad thing.
What's next? We did the Forest one. Tottenham Fulham at Tottenham.
They should, but Tottenham have been playing shit.
They draw there as well.
I keep saying it.
Do you know what? Yeah. I'm going for a draw. I'm going for a draw.
It's going to come soon.
You know what? Because Tottenham...
Yeah, actually, and also Fulham is a good team.
Yeah. They gave us problems, bro. Man like Mitrovic. Yeah, Mitrovic, blood, you get me. Even Gooni's boy, Paulina. You understand?
Paulina.
Yeah, blood. Even Bobby Reed and them, boy, they big up my Yardy, you see me? Man, Fulham looking good this year, blood. Leno in goal, you understand?
It's going to be interesting, yeah.
What's next after Tottenham? Wolves versus Southampton at the Molineux.
This is a sticky one now, blah, blah.
That's a draw for me.
That's going to build confidence.
Draw. Wolves lost. Did Dendoncker leave?
Yeah, Dendoncker has gone to...
I thought I saw something about him leaving.
I swear
yes, that's what I thought I saw.
Yeah, because I think maybe that's what they wanted. They wanted to get Dendoncker in before they release Luis to us, hopefully.
That's what people are saying.
Yeah, but he's gone in
that's
there.
What
but no news on him yet. Like, obviously, live action on the pod. Hopefully, when this pod comes out, Luis will be here. But yeah, nothing at the moment.
Yeah. Then City going to Villa Park.
Going to spank Villa 6-0, another Haaland hat-trick or something, bro.
Yeah, City. How's man got 2 hat-tricks already, bro? Like, this guy's an alien, blood. Like, I'm sorry, bro.
What, 9 and what is it?
You see how I told you, lot? No, was it me? No, it was me and Guni last ep. See how I said to you, Guni, how I'm changing my golden boot winner to Haaland. I said to you it's early enough as well, blood. You see? Bro, this guy is... Bro, let me tell you something. I knew he would bang goals, yeah? But I never knew he would try... I never knew he was going to turn Premier League into the Farmers League, blood.
He's different.
The way he's moving, it's like he's playing for Salzburg. Yeah. Fuck Dortmund. It's like he's playing at Salzburg, blood. Like he's in the Austrian league and them thing there, blood. You understand? The movement, is ridiculous, bro. I'm gonna enjoy the whole Saliba against Haaland because obviously Saliba done really well when you played against Mbappe. But Haaland's a different kind of striker. Mbappe is gonna bring you pace problems, and you gotta watch him on the last man. You gotta make sure he's not. Haaland's where in the box, blood. This guy is just always that. I tell Trey all the time. Do not stay flat-footed. Make sure you're on your toes. Haaland is constantly on his toes, blood. And then he won't make one move. He'll make 2 moves, and then the third move will be the killer move, blood. And then it's just it's outstanding to watch. And how young he is as well, bro. His ceiling is high enough. Let me tell you something. He's gonna break that Yaya curse for Pep, blood. Yeah, Champions League is going to Man City, blood. Yeah. The Vikings gonna break
the Champions. They're my favourites for the Champions League just because of him.
Because he always gets an injury.
The guys.
Yeah, facts. Because of him, they're the favourites.
I'm gonna troll tapping merchant. all he knows how to score one goal. Tapping.
Bro, he's like, do you know what? Rats will know this analogy. He's like Van Nistelrooy on crack.
100%, and that's what it is.
Yeah,
Man got score those, bro.
Yeah,
I swear down.
Rude Van Nistelrooy could not score anywhere outside of the box, but in the box, everything went to. Hated that guy. Another good game. Actually, Sunday, 2 very good games. We play on Sunday, and then before us, I think this one's going to be brilliant. This might be the game that, what's his name, gets his neck chopped off, Brendan Rodgers.
Brighton.
Leicester goes to Brighton.
Brighton going to win that.
Oh, shit. Leicester Brighton, that's going to be decent.
I say Brighton all the way.
Yeah, I'm going Brighton, blood.
Yeah, Brighton at home are going to cook Leicester.
Yeah, even though... Yeah, and Maupai's gone to Everton as well. But Welbeck is just, you get me, he's moving wicked with it, blood. And that Pascal Gross, he's just letting them off left, right, and centre, blood. You get me? You have to shout out Graham Potter, bro. Like, he's lost a lot of key players this year. He lost his main midfielder.
Cucurella.
Lost Burn in January. Cucurella, main left back. You understand? And he still managed to, you see me, do what he's doing, blood. You get me? Graham Potter doing great things at Brighton.
Are they still in the top 4 on the log so
they're
far?
4th. Yeah, they're 4th. Because it's us,
City,
they're 4th. Tottenham, Brighton. Yes, them. It's us, City, Tottenham, Brighton.
Look at that. And then
they won't finish there, though, obviously.
Back in the mix. Yeah. But they're still riding high so far. But people, that's episode 167, I believe. Yeah, 167 is just what we did. Thank you so much to Rants, man. Shout out to Rants. Make sure you check out Band Sports Ooze. I mean, I don't have to tell you guys. Make sure you check that out. And he's on Twitch.
Make sure you check out Rants' Twitch at me. Yeah, blood. The Twitch is his thing. You get me? Twitch is his thing.
That's where I'm at. I'm at silently during United games when United's playing. So join me in the chat when Man United's playing. Actually, I'm probably going to be there this afternoon if they don't keep me here longer than expected. So let's all meet in Rants' chat. Well, yes, it's going to be after. Never mind. Scratch it. Shout out to Rants. Shout out to Troopz. Shout out to Guni. Jetski, as always, on the buttons. You guys leave your likes, comments, shares, all that nonsense. We'll check that down below later on. But from now until we're going to be live, by the way, we're going to be live. People are asking a lot about the watch alongs. We're going to be live for the Man United game. So make sure you look out for that. Check out the channels and all that. But from now till then, people.
I'm going to be in Cardiff as well on Saturday, blood. So look out for man as well, blood, in Cardiff. But I'm going to be at the wrestling in Cardiff. So if anyone's at the wrestling in Cardiff, the kid's going to be there. Look out for man.
There we go. So from now till then, everybody out there, make sure you stay safe and you wash your hands.
Wash your fucking hands, blood.